I needed a way to mount my little GoPro session to my gimbal, and this is the first generation that I came up with. The plastic is actually part of a collapsible lab test tube rack, but you can use any kind of plastic. You can use plexiglass, you can use this like semi-stiff rubber compound. The thing I don't like about this is that if I start to bend it again, it's going to snap. It's pretty fragile, and nothing sticks to this stuff. I have tried everything from epoxy to hot melt to various glues. I mean, even super glue peels off of this stuff. So I've got to come up with a little better material. I like this because it's extremely lightweight. The foam here was just to build up the bulk so that when it clamped into the gimbal, it kept straight. Something this thin tends to warp and move around the gimbal. This made it nice and thick, almost like it was a cell phone, and it kept the gimbal clamp a lot happier. But the end result is the camera sits back further than it normally would if you mounted in the face of the gimbal. The camera tends to rock forward, mess everything up. This way, the thing balanced perfectly in about 10 seconds, and I recorded for hours with it with the gimbal, and it was just fine. But like I said, what I want to do is try and make a better version, probably out of aluminum, so it'll last longer. Okay, this is the camera, the little session I'm using. I like it because it's small, compact, and you can really do a lot with it. What I did was I ran the Velcro through the back of the housing here. It's just clamped in there. You can see I just stuck it in. But this is enough to hold the camera nice and stiff. So the way it works is the camera Velcro slides through there, and then I have, you can see, a little notch cut out right here, and the Velcro goes through that. The reason I have so much excess Velcro here is so I can pull it, get some tension, just cross it over like that. Then I slide the camera down all the way, and the excess you can just kind of stick to itself or something. Doesn't really matter. I gotta cut some of that off. I got a bit too much on here. But when you're done, said and done, there you go. It's mounted in here nicely. Then this clamps on the gimbal, and you can see it sits far back. The face of the gimbal will be right here, so it sits pretty far back from the face of the gimbal. So this actually works really well. Now, one thing I could have done better, and I'm going to do this in the next generation, is it actually sits a little too far back from the gimbal. I had to use counterweights to make it lean forward a bit. So what I should have done is, instead of the bend being here, I should have put the bend right about here, and that would have moved the whole thing forward about 1/2 inch. It's one of those things, it's trial and error, but as I said, it works really well right now. I'll put some sample video with this.